The studio doors are locked. This is a closed set. Will Murray.
What is that, tuna?
Jason Kaplan.
Tuna and cheese, yeah.
Oh!
Their world.
The relationship has deteriorated. No.
Their life.
What is going on around here?
And the Howard Stern back office.
You were screaming and fighting and being drunk? No.
This is Back Office Radio with Will and Jason. Call 888-STERN-101. So hot.
Well, welcome to Back Office Radio. I am Jason Kaplan with Will Murray, Al Ragone here, and is Teddy here?
He is not here.
Not here. It's
But
hard
we
to
are
tell.
here live.
Yeah, we are here live on a Thursday in the middle of vacation week.
This is happening right now, people.
Because we are hard workers. Yeah, I can prove it. That cop, that crazy cop was found burned up in a, right, they caught him?
Yes.
All right, so we're live. Well, that happened yesterday, but you know we're live. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and welcome to Back Office Radio. I am your host, Jason. I said that already. Give us a call, 888-STERN-101. That's 888-783-7610. I'm tired, Will. I'm exhausted, and I don't mind about bragging a little bit. I've been kind of the mogul all day today. I've been living up to the high expectations set by the Sports Jacket.
You have. You're running shop around here.
I had
You're Wolf.
I had an hour-plus meeting, a teleconference meeting, on go-to meeting with website people and writers and all sorts of it. It was very cool. I felt very Star Trek. I had little boxes of videos opened, and I realized that video conferencing is totally unnecessary. It is totally distracting, and, just do it over a speakerphone, because all I kept doing was staring at how I looked in the video and how everyone else looked in the video, and
I know
whose eyes were where and what they're doing, and all of a sudden I don't hear anything that's going on in the meeting. So, but that was a big meeting. I ran it. Then I ran a writers meeting this week because Gary
Kind of.
What
Yeah.
do you mean?
You were the pilot.
I was the pilot, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When I say run a meeting, I don't mean I pitch ideas and people sit there and listen to me. When these writing meetings, Gary is the one that says, okay, pitch. The person's pitching. He's got to kind of call an end to the pitch at some point. Move on and kind of summarize what happened. And, you and I work so well together because you're sitting next to me and you would just jump in and sometimes just be like, tell people to shut up or.
Yeah, well, I'm not particularly intimidated by you, Jason.
We know you shouldn't be, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, no, I think we have a friendly relationship and we kind of have the same idea about what's good and what's not,
right,
and when it's time to end this mess.
But that's what I'm saying. It's very comfortable. Like if somebody else did that, it would anger me. But it's very comfortable when you do it because, I don't know. We're attached at the hip.
And that's why we're celebrating Valentine's Day together.
Oh, I thought that was going to be our big revelation.
We're not there yet. No, I mean just now.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
We're on the air together.
888-STERN-101. 888-783-7610. Tons to talk about today. We have Douche of the Week. We have all new Page 69s. We'll give you a state of the office during the vacation week. We will talk to Teddy in, how do you say it?
Scotland. Edinburgh.
Someone called you Irish in the meeting today.
It was the most insulting thing anyone can say to me.
They're like, Will's Irish. He likes to beat people up and has a small dick, or I don't know if one of the ideas is being floated. We'll give me an update on my home life. For anyone who listened to the show last week, I put my foot majorly in my mouth when it came to my wife and people I have crushes on. And, so I'll give you an update on that. We'll talk about our Valentine's Day plan. We, of course, have overlooked Howard 100 news stories of the week. As you heard in the opening of the show, we played the John Lieberman gorgeous clip, sexy clip of him calling boys sexy, and he was naked. He was none too happy about it. Of course, he's not here to be on the air with us. He had to go run home and, I think, be with his own child. Was that it? Or?
Well, the kid's in his basement, at least. I mean, they're all his children, right?
They're all his children. Hey, so we were at the writing meeting. Let me just go, because I made some notes. I'm an asshole. So the way I got to run this meeting, and actually, let me show you this first note. We could talk about this, right?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Well, my thumb there.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay, so Gary calls me into his office last week, and he says, listen, Fred and I aren't coming in next Thursday, so I'm having John Hine run the writing meeting. And to which I immediately made like a sour puss face. And he goes, what? I go, no, you're the boss. You figure it out. You decide who runs meetings. And he goes, no, what? You got a problem with it? The answer was A, yes, I did have a problem with it.
Because it was John Hine, or because it was anybody other than you?
First of all, and I told you this right afterwards, I thought it should be you. That was my first thought. If anyone should run a writer meeting, it should be Will Murray after Gary, because you in the studio do as much pitching, or the second most pitching next to Gary to Howard that Gary does. So
I should be outraged right now?
I don't know if you should be outraged. And then it should be me.
Yes.
And then it should be Steve Brandano. And then it should be John, because John's not a writer. I mean, John's not a producer in that sense. John is like the reason I made the face was, well, what gives John even the gravitas to be able to do that? Like, John's here as a host. John hosts a wrap-up show. He hosts other 101 shows. Obviously, his opinion is valued in a lot of areas, but I don't know what makes him the second up to Gary when Gary can't be here. So that's why I made the
all
face.
that jump the shark money.
So anyway, my face must have worked, because 2 days later, Gary called me and said, all right, I want you to run the writer meeting. In the back of my head, I was like, Will should really run it. But in the front of my mouth, I was like, yes, sir, of course. I'll do it in the heartbeat.
Of course. I'll take one for the team.
So that's how I got to run the meeting today. Although, to pat myself on the back, I think I did a pretty good job.
You did. You moved things along, and that's what that meeting needs, because sometimes you just get you get caught up in a bad idea, and it's hard to get out.
Yeah, people fall in love with their ideas. I do too. I mean, that's not against anybody, but, people try and talk out their ideas to, like, oh, something will hit. If I just keep talking, it'll turn into something, and you just got to end it at some point. Speaking of somebody who was a little upset when I didn't love all his pitches today was Sal, although he had a lot of good pitches, but he was so.
He threw a fit, man.
Yeah. We were just like, he pitched some idea, and we were like, all right, that's okay. We'll bring it to Gary, but nobody was jumping out of their seats about it, and he got all pissy. But the reason I bring him up is because he smokes those fucking damn e-cigarettes the entire
The Vapo cigarettes.
I'm sick. This is serious. Can we have a policy against smoking these things in here? Like, it's disgusting. And if you can't smoke a real cigarette indoors, why are you smoking a fucking fake cigarette?
When he blows that in my face, it's almost worse than a real cigarette, because you're like, what are these chemicals that I'm inhaling?
Right. Like, what's in a regular cigarette.
Yeah, exactly.
But remember the bottle that he takes his, yeah, it's got a skull and crossbone on. It says poison.
It's poisonous.
Yeah, it's weird. And these e-cigarettes, by the way, are huge. They're in every single, like, deli now. There's an e-cigarette store they just opened in Hoboken.
Well, they got major sponsors now. I think, like, Steven Dorff is a spokesperson.
Yeah.
That's big time, right?
Sal's just a free spokesperson, I guess. So Sal's and his e-cigarettes gross me the fuck out. But speaking of grossed out, Benji Bronk. Benji is a fucking mess, man. Benji shows up. And I know you hear Howard talk about his blotches all the time, his red blotches. I mean, his face was blotched the fuck out today.
It was extra blotchy.
It looked like his nose had like its own STD. It was just a giant red, cavernous, fucking disgusting red blotchy thing around his nose. He wore a shirt that was ripped in both the front and the back.
Yeah, I said to him, he got up, I goes, hey Benji, you got a hole in your shirt. And that was only his back. Then he turned around, there was a big hole in his front as well.
And then at one point, he bent over to pick something up in front of Tracy, and his, like, entire ass was out.
Yeah, she goes, what did she say?
She goes,
something about crack.
Crack Hill. She goes, ew, Crack Hill, dude.
Yeah, that old joke.
I do not think she likes it, though. She's, like, openly hostile to him at the meeting. I love it, by the way.
That'd be a good fight. I bet Millman would kick his ass.
Well, didn't they get in a fight one time and Benji started to bark at her like, oof, oof?
Oh, yeah, that was on the air. That was brutal. She did not like that.
So anyway, so those are some notes from today's meeting, and we've been playing a whole lot of Love Special all week. Will, do you have any favorite moments from this week?
I didn't get to listen to a lot of the show because I was very busy working, but I heard they replayed the Sal Christine paintball bit.
Beautiful. And
that was one of my top 5 moments ever here on the show. So I love that.
Beautiful. Mine was today. One of my all-time favorite moments of the Stern Show. They played the Gary I Want You Back tape.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
it's a classic.
God. I mean, no, that is beyond the classic. That might be the single greatest. If this show, 100 years from now, all they might remember from the show is Howard Stern and the Gary I Want You Back tape. Like, that is the single greatest bit, I think, to ever come from this
What
show.
did he get paid to give that tape over?
I want to say $25,000.
$25K, something like that? Would you do that? $25,000?
In retrospect, I mean, I think.
In retrospect,
the answer is fucking no. I
Really?
don't know what no, because look at what Howard's gotten out of it. Like, Gary's $25,000, I think, is spent and gone. I think he redid a kitchen in the house he no longer works in. Like, it's gone. It's in the ether. And that tape just exists forever.
It lives on.
So I don't
Timeless.
know. I don't know what Gary's financial situation was then, but I have to say, no. Knowing what I know, $25,000 is not worth the crap he's gone through. I mean, Howard's got $1 million worth of enjoyment from that. Give us a call, 888-STERN-101. We're going to do our State of the Union, but I want to hear your nominees for Douche of the Week. What you think of Disgusting Benji, if you had any favorite moments from the Whole Lot of Love Week. But as we mentioned, it is a vacation, so let's hit it, Al.
State of the Office. The Howard Stern Show's on vacation, but the back office isn't. What's the office like during a down week? Who was here, and more importantly, who wasn't? And does anyone actually work when the boss man's away?
Oh, I say people are working. I say people not working is not a problem. Would you say that, Will?
I agree 100%. There's no downtime here on the Howard Stern
Oh,
Show.
no downtime at all. So I would say everyone is working hard. Everyone that's here, obviously me and you, JD, Richard, Sal, Tracy, Al Ragone, Jim McClure. Well, who are we missing?
It's just so funny you wrote this list of the people that have been here all week,
Right.
and I think you intentionally forgot Scott Salem. I don't know if we were doing that on purpose.
No.
But he's just never remembered, ever.
Well, he hides in his office. I didn't even know he was here. We were doing the show inside his office, a Black Cloud Niner, and he walked out right before the show and said, "Good show." And I'm like, I didn't even know you were fucking here. Like, yeah, Scott Salem.
He'll hit me first thing in the morning when I get here, and I can tell he's been here for a few hours, and he's just like itching for conversation. It's like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? And I don't want to talk to him, so I kind of just stare at my computer and grunt until he leaves.
By the way, we have breaking Scott, the engineer news.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should just jump to this right now. Do we have any breaking news sounders, Al, or no? Okay, I'll just do it.
The fuck was that?
That's my news bulletin.
That was like the gayest William Tell overture I've ever heard.
No, that's not William Tell. William Tell is there we go. Scott, the engineer, as of today, is on Twitter. Everybody welcome Scott, the engineer. He's on there. Was it Scott the Bowler? Scott the Bowler.
Scott the Bowler.
Scott the Bowler. So everyone should know automatically that that's him. I gotta say, somebody around here once made the best joke about Scott. It was one of those days where everything was going wrong and Scott didn't know what he was doing. And one of the guys around here said, the biggest problem with Scott is his nickname. Because his nickname is Scott the Engineer, but he's not actually an engineer.
Right.
And which I thought was fucking brilliant. And I don't really think he's a bowler either, but okay.
Hey, perfect game, 300 not so long ago, my friend.
That is true. I shouldn't take his bowling credentials away from him.
Yeah, give him that at least. Jeez.
Scott the Bowler on Twitter. In fact, I'm not even following him yet. I have to find him. Scott the Bowler. Let's see what he tweeted. Anything interesting here. La-da-dee, la-da-da-da-da. Scott the Bowler. Fuck.
How many tweets so far?
He has 1 tweet and 14 followers. And he tweeted at the Professional Bowling Association, I am here. I am the real Scott. I am looking forward to kicking some butt next week in Jersey. At Stern Show. Follow me on Extra Frame. I don't know what the hell that means.
So is that why he signed up for Twitter, for promoting the PBA or whatever it is? Of course it is, right?
Jim McClure says yes. Scott the Bowler, everybody.
Allegiances lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna retweet over at Stern Show so everyone can see where his Twitter handles. He only has 14 Twitterers followers.
Just like Scott the Bowler. That's like being Bob the mini golfer, right? I mean, it's just lame title.
I wonder what his picture is. Hold on a second. That's a picture of him from the bowling alley with his Stern Show bowling shirt on. This amazing. Listen. It's nice because sometimes I'm home and I'm like, I miss Scott boring me to death. I wish I could turn
what's
to
he
Twitter.
up to right now?
What's he up to? Oh, nothing. Okay, good.
That should just be the update.
Nothing as usual.
Ugh, my life
Staring at the wall. Please kill me.
So anyway, Father, people who are not here this week, and these are scheduled
this is a better
vacations.
list. This is the one we need.
So Steve Brandano's been talking about his Aruba trip for, forever, and now he's in Aruba, so congratulations.
I love that he's in Aruba and he hates the beach. That's a funny thing.
He hates the beach. He hates...
I hate fucking Stan.
Oh, by the way,
Divorce.
do you think we learned a while ago that Steve has very high standards for women he'll sleep with, not just the types of girls he'll sleep with, but if he's not going to be in a long-term relationship with them.
It's a whole thing.
So what do you think Steve's doing down there? Do you think he's just like even actively looking for a girl, or do you think he's going to turn one away if one offers?
You think that's an issue? That one's going to be, he's going to have to beat them off with a stick?
Speaking of people not here, Matt, Massachusetts, welcome to Back Office Radio. What did you want to say?
Hey now. Well, you know what? I think you guys, the two of you are fine without Teddy there. Teddy, I mean, I don't know. I know you guys think he's funny, but he doesn't do it for me. But I want to add something else. I like Mutt. I like Superfan Roundtable. But I want to ask you, have you guys ever heard of the podcast called Stern Nation?
No.
These two people, Stephanie and Andrew, do a show on Thursday night. It's like a longer version of Superfan Roundtable, and it's all about Howard. It is a great podcast.
All right, we'll check it out. It's an endorsement for a Howard Stern-centric podcast. Don and Philly, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Good.
What's up?
Good. Not much. I wanted to know exactly who is there and who is not there. How does it work? Do you guys get, 2-3 weeks a year vacation? Howard, of course, gets his 12 or 15 weeks or whatever it is, and I guess Robin, Fred, and...
All right. We'll break it down for you. So all the studio guys, the contract guys, I guess, Howard, Robin, Fred, and I assume Gary get the same amount of weeks that Howard gets. So whatever Howard's number is 10 weeks a year, they get 10 weeks of vacation a year. Will and I get less than 10 weeks of vacation a year, and we take our vacation within the 10 weeks Howard's off usually, or, a Thursday or Friday if we need to take a day off.
I mean, keep in mind, we've been with Sirius now 7 years. So, I mean, that's pretty much senior vacation time at most companies, I think.
But even when I only got 2 weeks of vacation here or 3 weeks, I've never used all my vacation ever once in 13 years working on the Howard Stern show. I've never gotten to the end of the year.
And even when you're on vacation, you're working.
Yeah,
I feel like from home.
I hate it.
It's a lifestyle here, my friend.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean I hate it. I love my job. What I hate is that you're always connected. You're never away. The best I ever had it was when I took a cruise a couple of years ago, because at some point you just couldn't get internet or phone service. So,
but you could still eat everything on the boat
24/7, my friend, with room service.
We were at the diner earlier with Jason. We're having this semi-serious conversation, and all of a sudden, Jason, out of the middle of nowhere, blurts out, "Do you see that?" And we look over. It was a mashed potato. It was a baked potato covered in cheese. It was like you'd seen the Holy Grail or something.
Yeah,
it was
like broccoli, but it was covered in cheese. So the green and the yellow of the cheese, I was like, what is going on over there? Then you pointed out that it was actually a giant potato underneath, and I was like, whoa.
You were so excited.
It was a plate of cheese. I mean, it was literally like a plate of melted cheese. How could you not get excited about that? All right, so Brandano's in Aruba. John Hein, I believe, somehow has the Howard Stern vacation schedule because he works his magic. So he came in to do some interviews for John Hein TV show, but other than that,
he's been in and out.
In and out. Gary's on vacation. Benji came in today for the writing meeting, but was out. And of course, we know Teddy is in, how you say it?
Scotland.
I like when you say it.
He needed a vacation from his vacation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He needed to relax. You know, pretending to kind of maybe look busy once in a while at work is exhausting.
It really is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Everyone's here doing their spring cleaning. What else is going on? I got a bunch of notes here. Oh, this was funny. JD showed up at work. JD works all sorts of weird hours. Like he works late till he comes in late. And so he strolls in here at about 10:30 yesterday, right?
10:30 in the morning.
10:30 in the morning, 10:30 a.m. And literally 10 minutes later goes, I'm starving, I'm going to lunch, and leaves.
Ordered lunch. What?
Like, dude, you didn't even take your jacket off.
Well, it takes a lot of energy to come up in the elevator. Burn some calories.
It wasn't even lunchtime. So that was funny, I guess. We saw some old interns recently. This guy, Nate, who we love, who was crazy, showed up. This guy, Igal, who used to be our intern.
Yeah.
He's now a big deal.
Okay.
Whoa! Oh, whoa!
First
Man,
of all,
hey!
Don't grab the host's
First
mic.
of all, I'm going to come dispute this charge. First off, I got here around 11, all right? And I didn't want to go back up.
That's an important detail.
I didn't want to... Yes, because that's lunchtime.
Right, 10:30, 11, I got it.
Okay, because at noon, all the places around here get, a bunch of people in lines, and I don't like to wait in lines because I want to get in and out. So, I decided...
It requires a lot of standing. You might burn some calories.
You cause lines. The long order.
Go ahead, get your hacky jokes out. So then, I decided I would go ahead and get lunch first, and then come up so I wouldn't have to go back down. I was limiting
But you came up first and then went back down.
No, I didn't. Yes,
you did. Because you turned around and go, I'm getting lunch.
No, I don't know what day you're talking about, but it wasn't yesterday.
What a story.
2 days ago then.
Really?
Oh, you guys brought it up. This is your guys' fucking show. You guys brought it up.
You're bounding in here. I thought you had some breaking news.
Maybe it was Monday. I don't remember.
When I hear falsities, I come in and I try and correct them.
Are you saying that
he heard about that potato and the cheddar?
Oh, Jamie, you should have seen it. It was so good looking.
All right.
I didn't even see it on. You know what? When I caught my eye, because I've never even seen it on the menu. Like if they put a picture of that on the menu.
Anything else about me yet you want to get to?
Will you say, for a fact, at any point this week you came up here and before you even took your jacket off, you turned around and went downstairs and got lunch?
Listen, I don't remember that happening. I remember yesterday because I called John to see if he wanted to get lunch.
No, then it was Tuesday, or it was Monday or Tuesday then.
Right,
yeah, they had a big gay fight about that too. John hung up on him because John wanted to have lunch.
That's our shtick, dude.
Oh,
that's
what are you doing that shtick for?
Yeah.
That's when you flirt?
Yeah, that's one of our bits.
Is John your work wife?
We have bits, and that's one of our bits.
You're like the
and do all these fat jokes. That's our bit. So there you go.
So because I've seen this before. What happens is John will be driving in, and then JD will have him up on the speakerphone, and they'll just talk like John's entire drive in. Right?
Sometimes it happens. Hasn't happened in a while though.
Do you guys have like late night conversations too?
No.
Do you like if you text him and he doesn't text you back right away? Do you get like angry? Is it like?
Have you ever?
No, I think he's got angry.
He's got angry with you,
because sometimes he'll write back. Thanks for responding.
Have you ever
But listen, I know he's fucking around.
Have you ever fallen on the sleep with John and then woken up to hear, he's still on the other side? Like Manny Te'o style?
Huh?
Like you guys fall asleep together on the phone and you wake up and you can hear
I
him
don't know what the
breathing.
hell you're laughing so hard for, Jim. It's not that funny.
Are you doing anything for John for Valentine's Day?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, if you like to
He's
talk...
eating lots of chocolate for both of them.
Whoa! You hit Will last week on the show.
I'll hit him again. I don't care.
Salt, bro.
Well, listen, I can't fight with words. I'll fight back with violence.
Can you fight with violence?
Yeah, really.
I'll try. I'll do what I
Chubby
can.
fists.
Okay, all right. Anything else? Can I leave now until?
Yeah, you can leave whenever you want.
Until later.
Oh yeah, don't worry, you're coming back.
So how did?
I know.
Well, this big fight. Just let's put an end to this. The big fight you had with John about lunch the other day when he hung up. Where did you guys end up getting food?
I think yesterday I got food from Tri-Tip, which is a good sort of.
And did John not want to go there?
He went there the day before.
So where did he end up going?
He went somewhere after because he had to do the interview for John Hein TV show.
Of course he did.
And he got lunch after. I don't know what he got.
I just hear John going, "You hang up first." And then no, you hang up first.
No, it's not like that.
No, you hang. The stuff is so silly. You hang up first.
But John, Tri-Tip's our place.
Right. One,
what do you say now?
3.
What do you say now? I got fucking Al working your bits now too. Go ahead.
Yeah, Al's on the team.
That's not. Oh, I know Al's part of the team. Don't worry.
Yeah, he yelled at him the other day. Did
You
hear
yelled at
that?
Al?
Yeah, he goes, "What are you? You're on the back office team."
It was.
Headphones keep cutting out. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, sorry.
Something you did.
Black Cloud Diner.
Well, I get, okay, I won't touch the mic. All right. I was yelling at him about something. I can't remember. He was adding on to something. He was taking someone else's side, and I said, "Oh, you're just part of the back office."
John in Canada, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Yo, how's it going, Jason? I want to nominate Gary for Douche of the Week.
All right. Any reason why? Or just
Well, it's for last week, the double booking, and then for having the douchiest segment on the Love Triangle week.
Okay, that's fair enough. Hey, Jamie, you never played this game.
What did you just say? I didn't hear.
He said that Gary's a douche for double booking last week and for the Love tape, I Want You Back tape. Do you, you never nominated Douche of the Week. Nominate a Douche of the Week. Go ahead. Go crazy.
Me nominate a Douche of the Week?
Yeah, go nominate someone for Douche of the Week. You can nominate Will or me. It's okay, but nominate somebody. John Hein for not going to lunch with you?
This isn't the proper day for me to nominate a Douche
Why?
of the Week.
You angry at everybody?
Got one.
It's not.
Who?
Oh, come on, be real.
No. It's Valentine's Day, obviously.
Okay.
So, I was sort of interested in someone, and shut the fuck up. I'm getting out of here.
Finish.
No, come on, finish the story.
Finish.
Make your jokes. No, it's okay.
No, Will, shut up. I'll hit Will. I just hit Will for you.
So I tied her up in my basement, and she escaped. So
But it's not my place to. I'm not nominating anyone.
Okay, but hold on a second. Let's go back for a second because I'm guessing you were going to nominate this mystery woman. What happened? Did you find out she was married?
I found out she had gotten married without telling me.
And how did you find this out?
I saw pictures on the internet.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a very good relationship, bro.
So, did you Google this girl because you're interested in her, and then it came back that she was married?
I wish I could get into the story, but it's...
These girls, you can never get...
She would be very angry. Oh, listen, ex-boyfriends come into the picture and fuck things up.
Oh, that girl. We're going
She
back.
got married?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes.
She's
I
married?
remember. Okay, hold on a second. Let me reset this. For Stern Show fans, you might remember several months ago, we talked about JD. He was kind of really digging this chick. He was talking about maybe inviting her
She was digging me, too.
And she was digging him too. They were seeing each other. He was thinking of inviting her to the Christmas party, which is a very big deal, especially for JD, because then it becomes a thing.
He was thinking about inviting her to the Christmas party in March.
You're right. Yeah, he was.
It was around July.
And he got mad at me. I was like, whoa, somebody's optimistic. And he got kind of mad at me for saying that. But it turned out he was optimistic because I guess her ex-boyfriend came back into the picture and she
was hot. Did you ever see pictures of her?
No, he never showed me the pictures.
Smoking.
But then JD wouldn't talk about it on the air. He kept saying, this is... But we don't know who the girl is, where she's from. Nobody knows.
Exactly, I know.
So you could tell the story.
No, I can't, because she would know, and whoever else is involved would know, and then it would be a big
So let me get this straight, since you won't give us the details. I'm going to have to fill in the blanks here. So it's Valentine's Day. You're sitting around. You're thinking about this girl. You're like, maybe I'll get in touch with her. Maybe I'll see what her deal is. You Google her. And you see, it comes up whether I'm on some form of social media that she got engaged.
No, I don't want to...
Is that what happened?
No, I found out like a couple weeks ago. So,
but you were thinking of her, thinking of getting in contact with her, and you Googled her or looked her up on a social media site, and then it turned out that she had been married.
All I will say is, because I don't want to get into everything, because
you've gotten into nothing. So.
I know. I was, like you say, optimistic. I was optimistic thinking, because things were going to change in, like May for her.
Right.
Oh, they changed all right.
Yeah.
And so basically I looked her up somewhere, and I found wedding pictures, and she had not told me
how's she
about
looking
them.
a dress?
Huh?
How's she looking a dress if she's hot? Chicks always look hot in wedding dresses.
Dude, this is what I don't understand. You were dating her, or whatever you were doing with her, in July.
I would consider dating, but
laying on top of her, whatever you do with her, in July, right?
Yes.
And then she started seeing this guy when? November?
It's
and she's married already?
Well, with the old boy
turnaround.
They ended up getting. I can't.
You know what happens, Will? It happens, and this happened to me too. A girl breaks up with you.
Yeah.
A girl breaks up with you, then she goes into the dating pool. She sees what's out there. She gets scared, and she runs back to the old boyfriend and gets married. Is that what happens?
JD was the old dating pool?
JD was the dating pool that scared the shit out of her.
Fuck off. All right.
Chase in Canada, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good, man. What's up?
I just want to say, get JD off the fucking radio, because he's ruining your show.
Whoa.
And we all know he's full of bullshit.
The show's not ruined already?
Well, no, I think it's a fantastic show. I think you're a douche, though.
Of course you would like the show, because you think I'm a douche. Get the fuck off.
I'm going to find you a fan. Ed in Cleveland, welcome to Back Office Radio.
I don't need anyone.
Yeah, Jason. Hey, I'm sorry for JD's loss. Can you please play that phone sex tape, or that dude that's dead? Sounds just like JD's brother.
The dude who's dead? I don't know. We don't play. I don't have all the clips that Howard has. We can't take his clips. All right, last one for JD. Brian in Oregon, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey, what's up, brother? Will you get that mushmouth plaque fucking faggot off the goddamn air, please? I'm so tired.
These all sound like a bunch of Will fans.
Yeah.
It sounds just like Will. This Back Office Radio really does sound like a back office.
Well, JD, thank you for stopping by. I will tell you and the audience that you are in one of our Page 69s coming up today.
Oh, I know full well.
So you might not want to go too
He'll be
far.
back.
I can actually wait.
We have audio and everything.
Before you leave,
And if you thought I was going to be alone this Valentine's Day, it's for sure.
Before you go, can you tell that getting lunch at 11 o'clock in the morning story again? That was really strong stuff.
Why don't you do some of your jokes that you were doing earlier? That was really good, too. Why don't you do some of those jokes you did at the block party in Atlantic City?
Oh, yeah, when you shit on us the entire time you were on stage, making you money, you fucking prick.
I didn't shit on you anytime.
Why don't you do some of your jokes?
I didn't shit.
Do some of your jokes. Okay, exactly.
I didn't shit.
Yes, you did.
I did not shit.
I love when Will bombs on stage.
I waited for a reaction. No reaction. Jason got
Get
a laugh.
the fuck out of the studio.
Jason got a laugh. Jason got a laugh.
Don't worry, you'll be back in here.
Coming up on Back Office Radio, Douche of the Week, all new Page 69s, including JD, and we'll talk to Teddy in Scotland, only on Howard 101.
You're listening to Back Office Radio with Will and Jason on Howard 101.
Little Aerosmith bringing you back to Back Office Radio with me, Jason Kaplan, Will Murray, Al Ragone, and all the way from
Scotland.
we have the one, the only, the barely awake from what I heard on the speakerphone, Teddy Knitter. Teddy, thank you for calling in.
Hey, guys.
Hey, now.
Hey, guys, I miss you. I miss you.
What's going on, buddy?
Fuck. I think I had some horse meat.
Why?
Oh,
you have,
really?
like, food poisoning?
Yeah, so it's Valentine's Day, and I'm in London, and I'm in, like, a really nice hotel all by myself trying to keep water down from food poisoning.
First of all, I think horses are getting a bad rap. Who says horse meat's bad?
No, they said it was like contaminated or something.
Well, contaminated is
from,
one
like,
thing, but I need a horse.
They said it was from, like, Romania, and it was probably killed, like, when Back to the Future came out.
Oh, all right. Well, that's different. I just don't want horse meat to get a bad rap, is what I'm saying.
You're into any meat.
It's been a terrible day. I've been, you know...
So where's your wife? Not taking care of you?
Everybody's out, having a good time.
Poor, independent, wealthy Teddy.
Yeah, that's okay.
How many stars?
Anyway,
Teddy, what star hotel are you staying at? Three or four?
4.5.
4.5? You motherfucker. Holy shit.
Maybe that's why you're sick. You should be in a 5-star.
Yeah, man.
It is Valentine's Day.
What did you eat that you think gave you the food poisoning?
Shepherd's pie, which I love.
Ugh.
Shepherd's pie. He's so English.
Finally found some food I don't like. What is shepherd's pie, actually?
It's like ground beef and vegetables with potato on top of it.
Yeah, I'm not into that. It's kind of like a deconstructed pot pie.
Ted, why are you in London? I thought you were in Scotland.
I was. We took the train down yesterday to see, more family and stuff, and we're flying out of here on Saturday, so I fucking hope I feel better. But tell me what I missed. I feel bad. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Well, a lot of work.
At the office this week, yeah.
It turns out when you're out of the office for an entire week, nothing changes. That's what you've missed.
Oh, my God, no fighting or anything?
Not really. People are too busy working the fight at this point.
I love it. Teddy's like even lazy on his phone calls. You can just tell he's like laying down right now.
He can't even finish the sentence, like trails off.
Down.
You're what?
Nothing, Tottenham Leon. I'm going to get up for you, okay?
Don't do us any favors, man.
Thank you, man. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that, buddy.
So I'm sorry, just, I guess, mark it a sick day, and I'll talk to you guys when I get back.
Well, hold on. Do you want to hold on? You want to do douche of the week with us real quick?
Yeah, I mean...
Do you, is this costing you a fortune? Before you answer, so we were talking about calling you earlier, and somebody said, oh, that might, cost Teddy a fortune because, when you're overseas, you're roaming, your international charges. And I said, well, Teddy goes to Europe so often that he probably already has the phone that does the world travel.
He's prepared for these kind of
Will disagreed, or Jim disagreed. Somebody disagreed, saying, do you really think that Teddy prepares like that? And I defended you. I said yes. So what's the answer, Teddy?
Well, on Wi-Fi, you can get, iMessage. So when you wrote me, can we call you? That was over Wi-Fi.
No, I'm talking about the phone right now.
Right. So what I did was I turned it all on. So yeah, I mean, this call is probably going to cost me like $25.
Okay. So for someone who does, this is probably your 6th European trip in the last year, would you say, correct?
What? No.
Poland, France.
Right.
You went to Scotland last year,
Scotland, within the last year.
Yeah.
That's already 4. And I said 6. I mean, there's probably a couple.
Yeah, acts like you're so off.
Yeah. What? I've only been to Europe 5 times this year.
Well, you are very off. So
why don't you get the world phone?
Because I'm an AT&T subscriber, and I don't think they have it. I think that's more Verizon.
Have you asked?
I don't know. When I'm here, I leave it on airplane mode, and I get Wi-Fi wherever I go, and then except when I have to call this. So.
And who is your wife hanging out with? I know she has family over there, right? She's from London.
Yeah, her little brother, her cousin, and just like we had a solid crew tonight. It was going to be awesome.
She's a cute sister too, right? I feel like I met her before.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we really had a good crew, and I was trying to rally, but I just couldn't. I want to be able to go out tomorrow.
That does suck for them because Teddy's a lot of fun.
He's the party.
And when he's not out, the party definitely loses some of its luster.
Well, it's really good to hear your voices. I mean that.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good to hear you, too.
Does he have a douche?
Do you have a douche of the week?
Myself.
Yourself?
You know what? Horse meat. Horse meat's my douche of the week.
Teddy nominates horse meat as his
douche of the week.
Get out mixing sounds. Will, you got anybody? I know it's been a slow week.
I do have one, Jason, and that would be you.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ooh.
Oh, Teddy's sticking around for this whole thing?
I hope.
Ted, you'll love this.
Let me just hear it.
So last week we talked about our diner experience, and we talked about how one of the girls is actually married there.
We found out she was married recently.
Sometimes we call her Gonzo.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I said on the air that, I saw her get out of this minivan once, and it looked like, she was part of a whole crew that this guy just drives around minivans and drops these poor, Russian girls off at their various jobs and then collects them at night and puts them back in their dog kennel, cages, right?
Yeah.
So fucking Jason goes to the diner, I guess, a couple days later and tells her that story.
Well, yeah, I said, hey, we were talking about you on the radio, and she started to blush, and she's like, what did you say?
So I go in the diner today, and she goes, I'm not in dog cage. I'm not in a van. And I'm like, you heard this? What are you talking about? Your friend told me I'm not in dog cage. I was like, Jason, you better fucking go over there and tell her you're making the whole fucking thing up.
I never said the dog cage part.
That's why. How did you know it?
I swear I
didn't come to work in van on stay in dog cage.
And she goes, what did you talk about? And I said, we talked about all the hot waitresses here and how we flirt with them, and we talked about that creepy van that pulls up that you get pushed out of.
Yeah, right. How's that supposed to go over, you asshole?
Well, in my defense, I thought you told her that already.
No, why would I tell her that?
Because I thought when we found out she was married, you said, I always see you getting out of that creepy van, and...
This is a woman who serves us food. I don't want her to think ill of us.
I'm still convinced she wasn't angry about it. Jim and Will think differently, so I will defer to them. But I did. I ended up taking a hit.
You did?
I went back up and I told her I made the whole thing up and I'm a liar. And she goes, and I believed you. And she punched me. And she said, I have a good sense of humor. And I said, yes, you do.
We wanted to blame you, Teddy. We were going to say Teddy said it.
Bullshit. And Jason, she's pretty smart. She doesn't believe you at all. So your food's definitely getting spit on next time we go there.
You know what? She can spit on my food. She's cute. All right. So Will names Jason his
douche of the week.
I literally have no idea what I'm going to name douche of the week.
I thought you had one.
I thought I was going to name the morons that invited Ted Nugent to fucking the State of the Union, which is such a BS movie. All these gun nut guys, and by gun nut, I don't mean gun owners. There are plenty of gun owners that aren't nutty, but I'm talking about the gun nuts that freak out every time Wayne LaPierre and the NRA says, they're going to take all your guns away. You better run. And then they run to the fucking nearest shitty-ass fishing camping store and wait online for hours and hours to buy their rounds of ammos. And then they go out there and they go, Obama's not going to take our guns. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. No one's taking your goddamn guns. Anyone, you're all douches. Fucking Ted Nugent says that Obama should put a gun in his mouth and pull the trigger until it goes click or something like that. And then people in Congress invite him to come down and watch. I mean, it's crazy.
Some maniac Texas congressman, I think.
Wasn't it just a couple of years ago when Fox News freaked out when Obama invited Common, the rapper, to the White House because one of his lyrics in one song once mentioned fuck the police or something? Mm-hmm. And then you have a guy who's telling the president to put a gun in his mouth and shoot himself, and they invite him down, and he shows up like a fucking hick in jeans and a dumb fucking...
fired up, Jason.
It's just the whole thing. And then, you know what it is? You say something negative about guns on like Twitter or something, and every asshole who's a gun nut, it's all black and white with them. You either approve of guns all the time for everybody, or you're an asshole liberal. There seems to be no in between with these people. And they're like, you can't call all gun owners gun nuts. And you're right. I will call you a gun nut. If you waited online to buy a gun because you're afraid someone's going to take them away from you, you're a gun nut. I didn't even do that for the goddamn Twinkie. So I name all you gun Ted Nugent loving assholes my
douche of the week.
I was going to say, I could see you reacting like that if somebody took away like cheesy potatoes.
Well, it's happening. I'm sorry. We live in New York. They took away large drinks. Did you see me go protest anywhere?
Are you a big soda guy though?
Well, not recently, but as a fat guy, there's part of me that says, hey, you can't tell us what we can drink and how big of a size of drink
Well, that's a retarded law.
It is, but I didn't wait online. When Hostess went out of business, I didn't go rush to the store to go buy Hostess.
You don't rush
product.
anywhere. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, let's keep everything under perspective. All right, Teddy, thanks for calling in.
Thanks, buddy. I hope you feel better.
Sorry, guys, and Jason, I hope you're alive when I get back because
don't count on
it. A lot of gun nuts out there.
Hey, Teddy, do yourself treat yourself. In your 4.5-star hotel, get yourself some nice orange juice or something from the.
I'm gonna have another bite of plain toast and drink one of the waters from the mini bar.
Hold on, don't even say anything, Teddy. All right, here's one. Teddy's in one of those oversized white robes right now, sitting on the bed like a fucking king.
With the little hotel.
They don't have one. They don't have one.
What the hell are they called? Slippers.
You got the hotel slippers?
Nope, neither. Barefoot.
Taking a bath. With candles.
I did that earlier.
Big homo.
All right, thanks, Teddy. When we come back...
Love you, buddy.
When we come back, we will talk about our Valentine's Day planned. We have a back office exclusive involving John and Gary and page 69, and I'll give everyone an update on my home life next.
Yeah, Jason has some big news.
Oh, yeah, right. I have big news. And you'll hear it here on Howard 101.
You're listening to Back Office Radio with that bald-headed douchebag Jason.
Hello, this is Nambla. This message is for John Lieberman. Congratulations, John. You spoke up for all Nambla boy lovers. Remember, there's nothing wrong with loving gorgeous boys.
I'm Jason Kaplan, and I have a work life and a real life. I proved you wrong. Everyone in high school, and everyone I've ever known in real life, ever.
Fuck Steve Brandano. Fuck John Hine. Back Office Radio, right? Put it to a poll. Let the listeners vote. See which one wins. It's gonna be Back Office Radio, right? Jason Kaplan, baby! Well, Murray! Back Office Radio, right? Right! Wow! Wow!
The only place John Hine isn't treated like a god. Back Office Radio with Will and Jason.
Welcome back to Back Office Radio, only on Howard 101. This is Jason Kaplan, Will Murray here, Al Ragone, Al, the newly engaged Al Ragone.
Look at him. Miserable already.
Yeah, he referred to his fiance as his girlfriend. I'm like, dude, you got to change that language.
No.
Fiance. It's fun to say. Fiance.
Dude, that guy that left the voicemail is you?
Yeah.
We got to get him.
He's awesome, right?
Evil Jason. I love it.
And he's right, by the way. Fuck you, everyone in high school. And
he has the laugh perfect.
He's awesome. We have a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, speaking of what he was talking about in his voicemail.
Right, was that, so last week I revealed on air that I had a crush on somebody that was not my wife, and, you know, we went into great detail, and then, of course, I'm getting tweets and texts during the show. You've gone too far, your wife's never going to talk to you again, she's going to hate your guts.
At what point in that conversation did you realize you had gone too far?
When my brother texted me and said, dude, you went too far. And listen.
He's a woman.
He is, because I went back and listened to it, and listen, I wouldn't be thrilled to hear my wife having that conversation at all, but I don't think I went too far. I mean, I would understand if her feelings got hurt and that would make me feel bad, but I listened back to him like, I didn't say anything crazy. You don't say, hurt someone's feelings getting on the air and saying, oh, I cheated on my wife or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but I
don't know what to say either.
I have a different line. I thought telling the waitress about the van comment wasn't that big of a deal, and then you got upset. So I don't always know where the line is.
Well, we're very friendly with those girls.
Right.
I don't want to shit on them. They didn't do anything wrong.
I thought she find it endearing, actually.
What, that she gets tossed out of a van by a guy that kidnapped her? I mean, what?
Well, just as we were talking about her and calling her pretty and goofing on her.
I don't stand, dumb kid. What's wrong with you?
So I am very happy to report that I do have the greatest wife in the world. That I went.
Yeah, what
home.
did you say? You go home?
I go nothing. I walk in. I'm like, hey, like all sheepish, and she was playing into it a little bit. She's like, oh hey, but no, I got a hug.
She made you that awesome like platter of cheeseburger cupcakes, too, which are like the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
You know what else she made me that I didn't know about until I got home? She made me a cupcake inside another cupcake.
Yeah, how dare you?
It was a vanilla cupcake with a chocolate cupcake inside, and then frosting.
Is she trying to kill you? Is that what's going on here?
That's what Sam Simon on Twitter said. She goes to Rio's brunch. She's trying to kill you.
It reminds me of like the Amadeus situation, right?
I have a horrible life insurance policy, so I would relax on that until I get that stuff in order.
Honey.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, you get a cool 5,000 coming to you if I die.
So there was nothing, no blowback at all.
No, and there was like right before we went to bed that night. She's like, you know, do you really think this person's, you know, prettier than me or something like that? So she gave us a little, and I said, no, I love you.
So you lied to her.
Stop it. My wife is the most beautiful woman I know, especially one that talks. Of all the women that talk to me,
see, that's where you're fucked. When you say things like my wife is the most beautiful woman I know. I mean, I love my wife, and she's very cute and all that, but she's not the most beautiful woman that I've ever met.
You heard it here first on Back Office Radio. Tracy Murray, not the most.
Are you with me? Is your fiance the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life?
Yes. See? Well,
I guess I'm
maybe you've gone too far.
Oh, please.
Maybe I'll get a text from Janice saying, this is disturbingly funny.
Well, I can promise you right now, I'm certainly not the best looking guy she's ever seen.
You know what was fucked up? I want to, I'll dump this if he gets upset that I'm bringing this story up. But a few years ago, Sal was talking about your wife, and he referred to her as plain looking.
Yeah, he did that. But he's an idiot.
And he's an idiot. But that's like such a fine, and he didn't understand why that was a bad thing
Offensive,
to say.
yeah.
First of all, there's nothing plain looking about your wife. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's got the big boobs. She's awesome. But you were really upset by that, and rightfully so.
I don't remember being that upset by it.
I think you were kind of upset.
Oh, was I? Yeah, well, it's kind of fucked up. I mean, it's way nicer when people say like you did, you know,
Right.
she's a cute girl.
Right, but Sal's like, I don't see why it's bad to call her plain looking. I was like, he's like, what? That's kind of a compliment. I'm like, no, it's not.
Well, what's complimentary about it? She's not ugly, I guess.
Yeah. It's not
She's
an insult.
average.
She's very plain. Anyway, but Will doesn't think his wife is the most beautiful looking girl he's ever met.
I'm really disappointed that there wasn't more, like I said, blowback from the wife.
You know what? Again, imagine a woman that lives with me. We've been together for 13 years. This woman knows me. She has to put up with me. We have a great relationship. We don't really fight or argue or, my parents growing up just screamed at each other constantly. And I couldn't deal with that. Like, I could not deal with that growing up. And I've always wanted a woman that was supportive and got me and got where I'm coming from. And thank God, I found one. And big news, cause she can't get too mad at me, is that,
yes.
We have been house hunting recently, and we put a bid in on a house, and last night it was accepted.
Very nice.
It's still a long process, but hopefully Casa de Kaplan is coming soon, and it'll be fun. I live closer to you if this happens.
I can see it's been stressful on you, too.
Oh, well, the other day it was way stressful because and I saw you go through this, where it's all of a sudden you have like 10 seconds to fax documents and scan documents and fill them out and get them in, and then my real estate agent was like, I can't open this, I can't print that, so I had to redo everything. Uh-oh, I see your text message blowing up.
My wife said, thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay, because you're one of the most beautiful women I've ever met, Tracy.
I didn't say she wasn't one of those beautiful women.
You just said she's not the.
Huh?
The. You said she's not the most beautiful.
Yeah, right. I don't think that's an obnoxious thing to say. Maybe it is.
Oh, no, I'm kidding.
She's certainly the hottest girl. No, I didn't. She's certainly the hottest girl I can get. How about that?
Yeah, well, Al smells it. Somebody fucking farted and it wasn't me.
Nope, not me.
Janice, now my wife's texting. We should just have him on the show. She goes, I'm being passive aggressive with you. And I'm like, okay.
Fair enough.
Dude, I think, all right. Hold on. Stop everything. This room smells like shit right now. I don't
even smell it.
Well, I smell it.
Did you take that potato home with you? Is it in your jacket?
Dude, I didn't fart. And you were sitting here the whole top of the show going, I got to shit so bad.
Yeah, but it went away.
No, yeah. It went right into the fucking air.
No. That was the last. That was an hour ago.
I don't have food here. Oh.
I just smell it a little bit now.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And it's funny, too.
It's not me.
Well, open it. Something's got to give here.
Calm down.
I think it's you. You're not freaking out about it.
Neither's Al.
Al's kind of freaking out about it. I saw him look under the desk.
I smell it, but...
Yeah, I mean, come on. You're all right.
What do you call it? 888-STERN-101 if you want to talk to us. 888-783-7610. You heard us play some voicemails coming back. If you'd like to leave us a voicemail, it's 347-781-4335. Will was saying that he couldn't take a shit in 7 minutes. We were talking. Or
I said I could
take a shit. He's like, I'll just wait for the 7-minute break to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, whoa, that's kind of cutting it.
How much time do you need?
I was saying the 7 minutes, like I'm just getting comfortable at the 7-minute mark.
No, I'm not one of those guys that like to spend all day on the toilet.
I am one of those guys that likes to spend all day.
Because you can't get off. That's an issue.
Hey, but a question I realized we never got into last week. So the one time Janice ever really got mad at me for something that happened on the show is when I got a lap dance from Tabitha Stevens, and she was at work and hadn't heard about it, and then she came home, went on the HowardStern.com, saw the pictures, and really flipped her shit. Like she was real, and again, not like yelling, angry, she was just crying and upset and hurt. So that's the only time that I could think of that she got really mad at me for something I did on the show. Has Tracy ever gotten mad at you for something you've said or done on the show?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. If she's listening, she can text me what it was, because I've definitely apologized for things I've done, but I don't know. I don't really remember what they were. I'm sure I'm going to have to apologize for this comment.
You should have to. So anyway, so I'm excited that this new place I'm buying or going to be buying is near you, and I think we should talk about this a little. So
you want to talk about this?
So all right, so 3 days a week. One of the reasons we picked this town that we're looking to move to is because it's near a train station that gets into work early enough for me to be here by 5:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And I was telling you in the office the other day that the train station looks really shady and it's scary. And you're like, oh, well, maybe I could pick you up those 3 days. And I
don't know why I said that.
I don't know why you said it either, but I immediately jumped at it. I go, great, let's talk about it on the show. Let's negotiate something. So, Will.
So, first I need to see how hard it is to get to your place.
Well, don't forget,
praying is really hard.
I have, if my wife was going to drive me 10 minutes to a train station, she could drive me 10 minutes someplace to meet you.
She would do that?
Yeah, she would do that.
Wow. All right, so that helps.
That helps. And also, I'm not cheap.
My drives are the only me time I get, Jason.
Well, I just need the morning one, Monday through Wednesday. You don't need to drive me home, and you don't need to drive me Thursday and Friday. And also, I would, I'd pay for gas or parking.
Well, that's the incentive I need. Yeah. I mean, we'd have to figure something like that out.
What do you pay for parking a month? $150?
No, I get a deal.
Less than $150?
Well, I pay daily, so I don't know what it works out to.
All right, so I'll chip in half, the 70%, whatever you want.
It's the one that's a real bitch is the Lincoln Tunnel. It costs $12 to come into the city every day just to go through the Lincoln Tunnel.
That's ridiculous. With Easy Pass?
Huh?
With Easy Pass?
With Easy Pass. I've worked it out that it costs me about $30 a day to commute.
$12?
Yeah.
$12? That's more than a train ticket. That's ridiculous.
By train, I think it's $22 to come into the city from where I live.
I didn't even look how much it would cost.
But like I said, it costs me about $32 to $35 a day to commute.
Holy shit.
Welcome to Manhattan, people.
I was going to say, I'll throw you $100. I thought that would have covered your parking, but now it's $30 a day times 5 days, $150 a week. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's a lot of money, man.
No shit. All right, we'll talk. So anyway, it's out there. We'll see how it works out. But that would be fun. It'll be just like when we used to live together.
I'm just interested in seeing you as a homeowner.
Oh, it's going to be a mess.
I mean, you don't seem like the handy type.
No, I'm not the handy type at all.
I've had all this tree work done at my house, all these trees taken down. Yeah. Thank you, Friendly Tree Service. And they've done a great job. But Jason's like, why are you hiring somebody? I'll get up there and cut it down with a chainsaw.
I have seen enough Gold Rush. I have seen enough Axemen to know. I've seen enough Alaska: The Last Frontier to know how to cut down a tree. I've never used a chainsaw before, but you just make those little triangle axes.
Anything.
Well, you go in at an angle on top, and you go in an angle on the bottom.
Yeah, but I got houses very close. Or excuse me, I have trees very close to the house.
Yeah, but it's already touching the house.
Jason, you can't even climb a tree.
I can't. Can you?
Huh?
What do you need to climb the tree for?
Well, listen, you can't just cut it from the base of the tree.
That's what I would do.
No, you got to cut off the bigger branches, and you got to stop.
That's why they charge you so much money on these shows. All they do is they go voom voom, and then they yell timber, and the tree falls.
Listen, the only thing you're cutting is cake.
I'm good at that too.
No, I know.
And it's the same principle, a little triangle.
Like just everything with a house is a pain in the ass. That's all I can tell you. You know, I had to recalk my shower the other day. And I just had fucking caulk all over my hands, and it's just a mess. I'm fucking cursing and screaming, and it's 2 hours longer than I thought. And that's supposed to be 101 home improvement. Like any dimwit's supposed to be able to do that.
I can't caulk. I mean, I know
what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but my wife can. She's very handy.
She's very handy with a caulk. You're right. She loves the caulk.
When I was being shown around the house, the owners were there, and the deck was very nice. And I said, "Oh, did you build this yourself?" And the guy goes, "No." I was like, oh, all right. And he's like, my friend came over and helped me build it.
Why do you keep swallowing? What's going on?
I don't know.
You having a battle with lunch again?
No, I feel fine. And I said, well, that's building it yourself. Like you and your friends building it is building the deck yourself.
Absolutely.
Like when I say build the deck yourself, is either you've built it yourself with your friends, or I would hire a deck company to come and build it. That's not building it yourself. So anyway,
that's one of the biggest things I have with Scott DePace. Like he always makes fun of me for not knowing what to do around the house. And it drives me nuts for some reason. I'm very sensitive on the topic.
And they have a workshop. The guy has a workshop built into the basement where, you can put tools and stuff like that. And guess who wants that room? It's Janice. Like, she can't wait.
What's she going to do with it?
Tools. She loves her dad is like a tool nut. He has all these wood cutting and metal cutting machines up at their house. And she's like, I'm going to use this to build things and make things. I was like, wow.
I thought you were going to build a bakery down there or something.
Oh, that would be awesome. Derek in Ontario. Oh, Derek, what's up, bro? Derek is one of the main guys behind me buying a house. He really gave me a house pep talk last time I saw him. Welcome back on the radio.
We saw you in Vegas. I'm so excited for you, man. It's a great investment. And please, somebody isolate Will Murray saying, I got caulk all over my hands.
Yeah. I love caulk. What's the big deal, bro?
No, congratulations, Jason. Don't listen to Will. Don't be scared about all that
Thanks.
stuff.
Well, no, you know what? It's so funny. Like buying a house is like people with kids trying to convince you to have kids. It's like everyone in the office is like, oh, you should totally buy a house, totally buy a house. Then the second I put a bid in, they go, yeah, owning a house sucks. The taxes and the oil's expensive. And
I love owning a house, but it's work, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely, it's work. But you know what? You're putting money in your own pocket when you go to sell it instead of money in a landlord's pocket.
Derek, I'm going to pay for you to come down and party at my house. How's that sound?
I don't know if both of you will fit in your house, Jason.
Derek, got plenty of room, brother. Don't worry. Don't listen to his asshole.
He's got a patio. We're all good.
By the way, I've already started staking out all the fast food places. I right when you turn off the highway, there's a McDonald's and a Wendy's and a Pizza Hut. There's a Taco Bell nearby. It's very exciting.
Perfect. Congratulations, man. That's great.
Thanks, Derek. Be good, man. Justin in Connecticut. Welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey, Jason, your MO is to consistently throw your friends, your coworkers, and your bosses under the bus. Now, it's Valentine's Day, and what you decided to do was tell a story about how your so-called friend Will Murray, his wife, is plain looking. Now, and then you
No. I didn't come in here to tell that story. Sal said that to Will.
All you do is to... That's how you're entertaining in life, apparently, is by putting people down and getting people into trouble. It's really disgusting. Nobody wants to hear it anymore. You're a no-talent hack, and what you should do is...
Oh, wow. Well, no one really wants to listen to you do that either. Yeah, sorry for telling a story about something we were talking about. I guess I threw you under the bus.
Yeah, really.
Marcus in California, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I was just seeing that you started smoking again, allegedly.
I do not talk about it. I will just say that the fast is over. Tara in Doylestown, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
Hey, now.
I am calling to see if Will's wife got mad at him after he was at the block party, wasted, and he was saying, he wanted to eat that girl's ass and stuff. Did she hear that?
She heard it. She expects that kind of nonsense from me. She just texted me. She said it was... I think she got mad when I spanked Mary Carey.
Ooh.
That was kind of lame.
I don't understand that. All right, we have a very, very special person on the line here for Back Office Radio.
Ooh.
Actually, want to hear Back Office exclusive, Al, please? Sounds like he's eating, too. So there's only one person this could be.
JD?
Dad, how you doing? Welcome to Back Office Radio.
Oh!
Dad? Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
You're up here as Howard from Monroe, New Jersey, but I know your number.
I didn't think she believed I was your father. It's too obvious with the name. But anyway, I just want to tell you, don't cut a friggin' tree down. You probably don't remember. In our first house, you were an infant. My friend came over with the chainsaw. We cut this tree down in the back.
Yeah, hold on. I'll tell this story. My dad's, they cut this tree down. They had to stump it in our backyard for like years.
But it's not the stump. The tree fell through a friggin' fence.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. It's like, we had this thing, we had the angle set. We said, no problem. This tree's going to go in the woods. It went the other direction, went right through the fence, cost about $1,000 to fix. So
you spent $1,000 either way.
Listen to your father.
Well, and then the other thing was, but they left the stump in our backyard for like years. Years, we had this disgusting, rotting tree stump. And my dad, like, every once in a while would try, like, some hick way to, like, blow it up with, like, using, like, dry ice and the fire. And, like, I mean, there's a reason I don't know anything about home ownership.
That's how the tree guys get you, by the way. You got to get the tree stump taken out, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that.
No, Dad, stay on the phone as long as you're here. I mean, seriously, you guys wonder why I don't know anything. Dad, you're not exactly Mr. Fix-It. You barely mowed the lawn. Our lawn was always brown.
Whoa. And listen.
He always does this rap, by the way.
Do you know how to change a light switch?
No, I didn't even. Why would you change a light switch?
Because it breaks. I remember I went to
a light bulb or a light switch?
What are you talking? Like, I put a dimmer in one time.
I went to Grandpa's house one time. He had a broken light switch. I changed it without shutting off the electricity. He thought it was a miracle, man.
Are you talking about Mom's dad?
Yeah, you talk about
my grandfather is so like he was a man's man,
right?
And I remember one time he came to watch me do Little League.
I love the story.
And he just walked away. Like he just walked. Like I saw him after the game, and he just walked away.
Jason played second right field for you, those of you who don't remember.
And I struck out like 4 times, and then I walked over to my grandfather after the game, and he just didn't say anything. There was another time where I was in the garage with him, and he was putting something together, and he asked me to hand him a Phillips head screwdriver, and I had no idea what he was talking about.
Anyway, I just want to tell you, I'd be a little handier if you didn't keep losing my tools that I lent you.
That is true.
I lent you a drill when you and Will lived in Brooklyn. I haven't seen it in 10 years.
I know I had to borrow Will's drill.
Howie, did you teach Jason how to throw, by the way?
No. Well, I have a problem with that, Will. See, I'm a lefty.
Okay.
And my father was a righty, and my father taught me how to throw right-handed, and I can't throw for shit. And it's my fault. So did I teach Jason? I probably tried to teach.
So you did teach Jason. Yeah. It's handed down from generations.
Yeah. But I don't understand. Michael and Alex, especially my youngest son, is the best baseball player in the house.
Well, the bar is set really low, Dad.
Well, that's true.
Anyway, what are you not at work?
What do you mean? I'm a teacher.
Oh, that's
I've been
right.
up for an hour.
Right.
We had
teachers, these freeloading teachers.
We had an early dismissal today because we had conferences, and I had to wait for the two parents to show up.
But, like, I don't have the type of dad, like, if something does go wrong in my house, I don't have the type, I'm not going to pick up the phone and call my dad to come over and fix
But
it.
I'd be happy to do that, and I do know how to do a lot of stuff.
Oh, my God.
You don't
I love you, Dad, and you try, and but we even in this current place we're living in, we were putting an air conditioner in, and there were bars on the window. My dad just stood out there hacksawing fucking...
Wait, did we get the air conditioner in the window?
Yeah, but that couldn't have possibly been the right way to do it.
Well, anyway.
All right, thank you, Dad. I love you. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing with Mom for Valentine's Day tonight? What's the romance in the air?
I don't know. Alex is here, kind of putting a damper and everything, so you know.
Yeah, what's the hell is his problem? Cock blocker.
Yeah, he'll be moving out soon.
Can you give us some graphic details with sex with the missus for Jason, please?
We'll put it on Twitter.
Oh, I like that. Pictures?
No.
Oh. Got excited there for a second.
Anyway, and we didn't argue that much, Jason.
All right. Yeah, you didn't argue that much? Oh, dude, you come back, Dad. We'll do a whole other show about that. Didn't argue that much. I'm getting some really bad news that the show is breaking.
What?
I will tell you during the break. I don't even know if I want to talk about it on the air. So anyway, that's what's going on. Will's going to drive me to work. Thank you very much. I will not be chopping down trees at my own house. And that is it. And I didn't get in trouble for my comments last week because my wife is awesome. Will's wife is a beautiful woman. And Will
said she's beautiful.
Not the most beautiful woman he's ever met. We'll be back.
I'm not going to lie to her.
On Howard 101.
Where work wives and home wives come together. Back Office Radio with Will and Jason.
Welcome back and happy Valentine's Day. And to everybody out there, Al, your first Valentine's Day with a fiancé.
Fiancé, what are you doing, Al?
I actually don't know because Saturday's my birthday. So tomorrow night we're celebrating both. So I'm being surprised.
You're a horrible fiancé.
I don't know anything.
Fiancé.
What are we doing, Jason?
Well, so this is weird. So last week we were supposed to get together Saturday night with the wives, and then that big snowstorm came in. And, so I texted you Saturday afternoon when things kind of were calming down, and I said, hey, what's your deal? You still want to come up to Hoboken? And you wrote me back, well, Tracy's not feeling well, and our babysitter fell through, but I'm still up for it.
Yep.
To which I took it as... if I texted somebody and said...
Al, what does that mean to you?
You don't want to go.
Yes,
no,
thank you.
Wait. Yeah. Hold on. Listen to it again. Wife is sick, babysitter fell through, but I'm still up for it.
I don't know.
Al doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Well, I mean, because he took it the way I would.
No, what it meant was...
It was like a pity. I'll still go if you want me to.
No. That's not what it was meant at all. And that's not the way you took it either, Jason.
No, I took it two ways. I took it as... I didn't realize when you said I'm still up for it. When you said you were still up for it, I thought you meant that you were going... Because the plan was to go out with the wives. So when I get to here, it goes, I think my sister's out for babysitting. Tracy thinks she's getting sick. I'm still up for it, but don't know if that works for you guys.
Yeah.
So I took that as you were going to come up with your baby and Tracy.
No.
A sick Tracy. And I was like, well, no offense, but...
Yeah, you're an idiot. You can't read a text message.
Well, Al just agreed with me.
And he said I didn't want to go. That's different.
Anyway, it got canceled. So then the other day, on Monday, Will just said, hey, you want to get dinner after Back Office Radio this week? We'll just do the two of us. We'll make it up then. And we said, yeah. And then both of us at pretty much the same time, probably told our wives at the same time, realized that Thursday after Back Office Radio is indeed
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so Will and I are going on a romantic Valentine's Day dinner.
But we said fuck our wives. Who cares about those sluts?
I haven't picked a place yet, but I want to throw some stuff at you here. All right, so nice restaurants I looked up. The Morel Wine Bar is close.
Do you know
wine
that?
Bar?
Jimmy,
Jim seems to like it.
He knows the bars around here.
It's a very, very nice place. It gets a little touristy, though.
Here's the problem. We can't go anywhere.
It's right across from Rock Center.
We can't go anywhere real fancy because there's going to be actual couples on dates.
Well, and also I don't have any money to spend at a real fancy place. But yeah, you're right. Well,
Did you make a reservation?
No, because we haven't picked a place yet. I got a list of places here. I know.
It's Valentine's Day? You didn't even make a reservation for us?
I'm working. I've got my head at work. It's a lot of stress.
You guys have been married too long now.
Well, you better make it up to me. However possible.
Oh, I will. I'm going to give you 3 seconds in heaven, my friend.
Oh God.
3 fingers in heaven.
Oh.
You know, when Will and I...
It's fucking fat belly laying on top of me.
Will, hey, I have upper arm strength. I don't do that. What do you call it? when Will and I lived together, we lived together for 4 years in Hell's Kitchen in New York City, and Will was trying to take a crack at stand-up, and it's hard with these hours. You can't go out late and do all that stuff. But you tried, and I went to your first ever stand-up gig, and I have to say, I know I'm not biased here, or I know I am biased here, but I thought you did a really good job.
Thank you, buddy.
And so we went out to celebrate afterwards, and we went to this Italian place right by our apartment, and we go in, we sit down, and then I guess at a certain time they dim the lights and light the candles on the table. So we're sitting there, we order a bottle of wine, the wine comes out, the lights get dimmed, they light the candle on the table, and I'm looking around, and I realize every table in this place is a table for two.
Right.
But we were on a date. We were on a romantic fucking date. Like,
Staring into each other's eyes.
I was like, so proud of you, dude. And so this won't be our first
You had a
date.
one-track mind that night, though.
There's
Spaghetti.
Oh, it was so good. They made their own spaghetti. And you got the gnocchi.
You remember what I got?
Yeah, you got the gnocchi.
Wow.
Dude,
we're talking about 10 years ago.
I had never had gnocchi before, and I was so, like, I remember you telling me that was really potato and not pasta. And I was
That blew your mind,
blew
man.
my mind. Yeah, so I looked up an Italian place. It looks like a little romantic. Oh, they closed that restaurant, though. I looked to see if I could get a
Oh, it
reservation.
is?
Yeah,
That would have
it is
been
closed.
nice. A reunion 10
Now,
years
here's
later.
an interesting one. Maybe John knows it. Jim knows it. I'm sorry. I can't see you. BXL Belgian Cafe. The menu looks really interesting. I love Belgium-style beer, and I guarantee they have fries and dipping sauce because it's a Belgian place. But it actually looks like a nice place. It's not like a bar. That
Where's
interests you
that?
At all? I don't have it in front of me where it is, but it's somewhere near here. Or we could go the complete opposite direction, and I have the Richard Christie special lined up here. There is, of course, an Olive Garden near us. There's a Bubba Gump Shrimp House.
No, I'm not. I refuse to go in that place.
And of course, there's the Guy Fieri place, the All American.
Yeah, I pass that every day. I'm always curious what that's like, because remember that New York Times article just ripped it to shreds?
That's why I love. And it's got a big giant like picture of him with a waving arm. And he's really like out of The Simpsons, almost like just over the top. And Guy Fieri's a huge Howard Stern fan.
Oh, he is?
I don't want to say anything bad about him. His show is fun, but I have a morbid curiosity with that place too. So okay,
where else do we have some great memories, Jason?
Eating memories?
Could celebrate us.
The Westway Diner.
Oh God.
That was a spot. Also, the spot where supposedly Seinfeld and Larry David hatched the idea for Seinfeld. That was
Really?
my house on 9th Ave. We had that nice Nobu dinner that one time with Gary, where they brought out that hot rock and we cooked meat.
Yeah,
on
we
the
ain't
rock.
going to Nobu. No. We'll figure it out.
The Scores restaurant, of course. is
Now
always-
you're talking. Although I don't know if our wives would be happy if we went to the restaurant at Scores.
On Valentine's
or
Day?
Rick's, excuse me.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so that's what we're doing. What are you doing for Valentine's Day? Give us a call, 888-STERN-101. Is somebody in Louisville? You have a comment on our dinner tonight?
Lou from Louisville.
Lou from Louisville. Sorry, the name was all
right.
jumbled. All right, what can we do for you, my friend?
No. Oh, I just, what do you think about, it's Black History Month. I was wondering if you guys might go out and have soul food or anything like that for Black History Month.
Well, I don't know about Black History Month, but I do love soul food. Oh my
What
god!
the hell is soul food?
Soul food's like
What is soul food?
It's like Cajun style food. It's pork chops and mashed potatoes and fried stuff and.
Oh yeah, they got that one too on what is it? It's like 49th Street. Where we in our old neighborhood in 9th Avenue.
Yeah. You know that place is supposed to be awesome. Richard loves that food.
Is it? I think
Yeah.
I ate there once. It was only okay.
No,
You
Jim
like
just
it?
gave it a big thumbs
Good
up.
place, yeah.
What is that place
It's
called?
Bayou something? I'll look
Yeah,
it up.
there's
get bands in there?
it's not really. There is a Bayou restaurant there. It's not really soul food. You have to go up to like Sylvia's on 125th.
Well, yeah,
for
that's-
real soul food.
That's very fancy.
But the Bayou place on 49th is very good.
All right,
You know,
well,
Jason, you give Jason a town, he'll tell you a restaurant. Like anywhere in New York and New Jersey.
that is true. That is true. So anyway, so that's what we're doing. Love to hear what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day this weekend. It's also it was my birthday last week, and
It
Will, it's your
was.
birthday this week.
Tomorrow.
I am. So my birthday present is actually happening tomorrow. My wife got me, and I'm excited by this. And I could tell you could give two shits.
I was like, what kind of fucking present is this?
I think it's awesome. It's probably one of the best gifts she's ever gotten me. It's a knife skills class, where we go and learn how to chop like an
onion.
Yeah, like a professional
I already
chef.
know how to do that.
No, I know how to. But have you ever seen like the shows? They go boom, 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 like really super
Is that
fast.
really
like, up and down?
important?
Yeah, it's cool. I cook a lot, and it's like a cool skill to have. You get a good knife, and they teach you how to cut like a
Right.
chef. It's a 3-hour class, my friend, and it's only knife cutting 101.
I like it. Now
Yeah.
Janice can shave your back using those skills.
What about you? What are you doing for?
We're going to the Syracuse Seton Hall game at the Prudential Center
Oh.
in Newark on Saturday night.
See, that sounds horrible.
No, it's going to be awesome.
Watch a bunch of kids play basketball.
Hitting up Dinosaur Barbecue beforehand.
Oh, nice.
Which is awesome.
Well,
Syracuse place. And then we're hitting a game. It should be fun.
We also have another February birthday here. Al Ragone, as he mentioned, his birthday is Saturday. He is engaged. And Al, we all chipped in and got you a little something.
We did. Here, Al, we would like to present you with this on the air. A little gift from the boys, because you know what? We love this kid.
We do love him. And you know what? I want to tell you how to use that properly when you open it.
Oh, take a look.
Oh, this is too much, guys.
Goddamn right it was too much.
Too much.
That's what we kept telling fucking Jim. He wouldn't listen to us.
Jim's like, let's just all throw in thousands of dollars. I was like, what?
Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Well, you want to say what it is?
Beautiful gift card to Del Frisco Steakhouse, because I told them the other day that I haven't been there yet.
That's the best, my friend. You'll love it.
It is the best. I am going to highly recommend get a T-bone down there or go
crab
to
cakes
Porterhouse.
Are the best in the city.
Oh, the crab cakes are amazing.
Shrimp is good.
Shrimp is good. I love the free bread that they bring out, so make sure you eat a lot of that. That fucking shit is awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Tartare. If you like that beef tartare, that's always good.
You just named half the menu, dude. Come on.
Dude, every time we go there, we order so much food because we're usually in a big group, and
and somebody else is paying the bill.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they have no vegetables there. I believe maybe cream.
I love it.
Maybe cream of spinach.
That manager always comes over to say hi to Tim, and it looks like he literally eats every meal at that place.
The manager there looks like two Tims. If two Tims ran into each other and turned into a big ball, it would be the manager. And by the way, I love that because when I see that guy, I go, "This guy knows food.
He's passionate.
This guy is in the kitchen tasting. This guy knows, and the food there is really good.
Yeah,
it's really, really good. So enjoy that, Al. And bring your fiance, bring your work crush, bring whoever you're talking to. And enjoy yourself. Get a bottle of wine. You drink wine? I know you're young. You drink wine?
Yeah, occasionally. Thank you.
What do you drink? Thank you. Just answer the question. What do you drink? What's your drink of choice?
I like wine. Wine or
you say white Zinfandel?
Zinfandel.
Take it back. Take the gift certificate
Give it
back.
fucking back. Are you fucking kidding me?
Why?
What are you, a 17-year-old girl?
You want us to get you a Zima, dude?
I don't drink a lot of wine.
White Zinfandel? Do not order that when you go to that restaurant.
Get like a gin and tonic. Do you drink any hard liquor?
No, I'm a beer guy.
Dude, I can't believe you said that, Al. You just lost points major, bro.
Let me tell you something.
I
know it's your birthday, but it's also Valentine's Day. When you bring your fiance there, be a man and order a nice bottle of red wine.
Yeah, like a Cabernet, a Malbec, something like that.
Yeah, Chianti's, always delicious.
All right.
Does your girl drink wine?
She does, yes.
Yeah, of course. She's sophisticated. I could tell talking to her for 2 seconds. She's way above you in that area there.
Absolutely.
White Zinfandel. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Might as well say wine coolers, bro.
That's almost, but not quite as bad as when Ronnie ordered the meat well done at Peter Luger's.
Peter Luger's, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. But ordering White Zinfandel is a close second. Jamie in Ohio, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hi, guys. Big fan of the show.
Thank you.
I wanted to give you a website just to help you out with this dinner reservation thing. There's a website called Open Table. And you can pick your area and actually just pick a time, and it'll show you all the restaurants that
I use Open Table all the time. I have an account on Open Table.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question.
No, go ahead.
With all this, Teddy, how many times has Teddy been to Europe? You guys said 5, 6?
5 or 6 times in the last year.
Yeah, exactly, this year.
Did he ever pay Artie back some money that he borrowed for, like, the motorcycle or whatever? Remember when they got in a huge fight and Artie hit him? And
I thought that was Dan that owed him money.
I think Dan was the one that owed him money for a bike, to be honest. But I know there was a money dispute between Teddy and Artie, and
but it wasn't like Teddy physically borrowed money from Artie. I think Artie felt like that Teddy was ripping him off as his manager or whatever. That's what it was.
Yeah, Teddy never physically took money. Teddy never physically went after Artie. Artie, of course, physically went after Teddy at some point.
Teddy spends enough time stealing his family's money. He doesn't have to steal Artie's money.
Hey, man, it's my birthright, man. Eddie in Wilmington, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Good, how you doing, bro?
Good. Hey, so you're looking for, what people have done for Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, what?
So I got my wife, I'm on a business trip, so I wasn't able to be there for Valentine's Day, so I left her with a dozen flowers, spelled FLOURS. So I literally placed 12 packs of flour on the kitchen table for her to wake up to.
Wow.
Interesting.
I call him an asshole, but there's so much you can make with 12 pounds
I know,
of flour.
I was going to say, that'd be like the perfect gift for you.
It's like cupcakes and brownies galore. Let's do a little page 69.
Page 69.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, you do this one. You actually, why don't we do this? This is the all Richard Christie edition of Page 69. We were actually hurting for a Page 69 to do this week, and then Will goes, well, let me go talk to Sal and Richard, see if they know anything. And apparently they know everything.
They're treasure trove. They have tons. They always have, like, good information.
Oh, do we want to call? We wanted to call someone to get them on the phone for this, right?
Well, we could do that one second. We have a couple that are interesting first.
Okay. So why don't we start with Richard? We know he loves his pets. He has a little guinea pig named Taco, and you discovered that he in one sitting took 200 pictures of his guinea pig Taco
his guinea pig was watching, I guess it was like the Westminster Dog Show the other day. Is that what it was? One of those dog shows.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't know another dog show besides the Westminster one.
And he goes, oh, it's so cute. The guinea pig is watching the television. And he scrolls through his iPhone, and he literally hit it like 3 or 4 times with his thumb. Just hundreds of pictures of his dumb guinea pig sitting on his lap.
You know, it's like his, he never wrote a bit that's bad. Like, he loves all his bits equally. And I think it's like he never took a bad picture. Like, it just, I mean, I take pictures of like my pets like crazy, but then afterwards I sit there and I look for 1 or 2 that are really good, and then I delete all the rest.
I mean, that's even gay, but okay, we'll accept that. I love Taco. He's so pretty.
So staying with Richard, we're all doing spring cleaning around here, and Richard found some interesting stuff in his office. He came to me with a box load of Simpson toys, and said go to town. So I actually took 3 or 4.
What's with the toys? You're about to buy a house.
Well, that's the reason
You're too old for toys.
Well,
You're not Ralph.
It's a little action figure, and
yeah. What are you going to do with that?
I'm going to put it in my comic book room. I'm going to have.
You want to give it to your kid when you have a kid, right?
Or I'll look like a creepy adult. Yeah, one or the other. Yeah, no, my wife said that one time. She looked at my comic book collection. She's like, are we going to have a kid for you to give this to? Because otherwise it's starting to get creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is interesting. Oh, I want to wait for this until Al's paying more attention. But JD, in his spring cleaning, threw out his Super Twink poster.
I know. How do you throw that out?
Which pisses me off because
that made him famous.
That would have been great for the website, number one. And number two, I think Richard was really hurt by it. Then JD and Richard got in some weird argument when Richard went to go talk to him about it, about whether or not the porn star Peter North is bisexual. Now, I have no knowledge of this. I have no idea if he's bisexual or not. Apparently, these two do.
There's video of him, with a man, which I guess he hates to talk about. But Richard refuses to believe that Peter North would ever be with another guy.
So they're arguing about it vehemently like they fucking care.
They both do.
They both do. So they argue.
Peter North's nickname is the Decorator. I love that.
I think they have an app for that, actually, the Peter North Decorator app.
Really?
Yeah. And you can guess what you do with that. And then finally, we have a guest, or not finally, but we have a guest on the phone for this next one. It's Howard TV's Mike Schiff, who Richard found.
Well, hold on. Let me tell the story. I was back with Richard. So Richard's like, he's cleaning up his office. He's like, I had this mold of my penis that I'm going to throw out. I'm like, oh, really? How did that come about? That's odd.
A mold of his penis.
So he said he made a low-budget movie with Mike Schiff, who's one of the producers for Howard TV, right? And one of the scenes in the movie is Richard gets his penis cut off or something like that.
Okay.
So they needed to make a mold of his penis for the scene in the movie.
They need to make why? Because Richard's penis is so well known that people would know if there was a fake penis.
Well, that was my question. It's like, so I guess they went to Mike's house and Richard laid on the floor. He actually sent us pictures of this.
Oh.
And Mike Schiff poured whatever you make mold out of all over his private area.
Oh.
And then he had this perfect mold of Richard's cock. But again, the good question, like you just asked, is couldn't he just use a fake cock? Like, why did he have to spend 3 or 4 hours making a mold of Richard's penis?
I'm an artist. Mike Schiff, are you on the phone here?
Yeah, and I definitely have to clarify a couple of things on there.
Sure.
So first of all, I didn't pour anything on him. He applied all the stuff himself, and and that's basically how the mold came about. But
he was laying in your house.
Yeah, you saw him under newspaper in his kitchen floor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if he applied it himself or not. You got fucking Richard Christie naked on your kitchen floor making a mold of his cock. For what reason?
Well, because we were doing this short film where he had to get his dick ripped off, and they were going to do, I had other friends who were doing all the tubing and the blood effects and stuff like that. So that's why it had to be made and not just bought at a store, because it had to be very specific, and it had to look like it's ripping off, and the latex had to tear, and the blood had to come through the tubes and all that.
So let me ask you a question. You're at your house. I don't buy any of that, but okay, you're at your house. You're at your house. Why don't you just make a mold of your cock? And so you don't have a naked Richard Christie laying on your kitchen floor with plaster of Paris everywhere.
Well, why do that when Richard's already done this a million times?
I can give you a list of reasons why you should do that. As someone who's photographed a naked Richard Christie many times, I don't want him naked on my kitchen floor with plaster.
Well, it's not like I had family and my parents over and stuff like that.
Well, this is why.
That doesn't help.
Yeah. Well, and then do you keep the mold? Whatever happened to the mold? Did he throw it out? Did he give it to you? I don't even remember.
I know he's chasing JD around with it, trying to hit him in the face with it. I think it went in the trash finally, though.
I think you should get it, Mike. You never know. If Richard really blows up and is famous, you can start making molds of his cock. There's nothing he can do about it.
Well, I think I threw the plaster mold out, so
well, that's too bad. One can only hope for future ones. Well, thank you for that, Mike. Thanks for clarifying nothing.
You got to be careful with Mike. He's a beast, man. That guy's a big boy.
Mike and I are buds. He's the one that got me into TM.
That's right.
He posted some picture the other day on Facebook of him shooting a gun. And he has these massive arms, and he's fucking holding this, 9mm, this huge handgun. You're like, that is not a guy I want to fuck with.
Hey, Mike, you're not
mold as many cocks as you want, buddy.
Hey, Mike, you're not one of those crazies that runs out to the gun store and buys tons of guns because
yes, he is.
Oh, are you?
No.
Yes, dude, you're a little bit Tea Party. I know.
No, I got my I applied for my pistol permit months before the shooting happened, and luckily they were able to get it to me because it was a real pain in the ass down at the precinct.
But you own a gun or a bunch of guns?
I own a handgun and a shotgun.
And is that it, or do you want to be one of those guys that owns every type of assault rifle there's known to man?
No. I'd like to have maybe 2 handguns, a shotgun, and probably a rifle.
Is that for the apocalypse?
Yeah. What is all that protection for?
Well, it's not just for protection. It's fun to go shooting.
Just like shooting clay pigeons, whatever.
That's what the cop in L.A. said.
You do some trap shooting, some skeet shooting, some regular target. I mean, it's fun.
But you are one of those guys, though, that believes that Obama, kind of wants to take over government, and the government will one day rule, the people that live in the United States, right?
Where's that coming from?
Because I see, though, you and that guy Carlos who used to work for Howard TV, and you're both hate the government.
You hate the government?
I don't trust the government.
Right, that's what I mean.
Trust them in what sense? Do you understand? I don't know if anyone's taken saw our army recently, but I do believe, I know we're a big country, but I don't think, a couple 100,000 or even 1 million people with guns are going to repel the United States Army.
Well, no, but I think, I'd rather have something than nothing and just put my hands up and walk into the ovens.
Yeah, but you walk in the ovens. I was just going to ask him.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, he's one of these guys.
I was going to ask him what his worst case scenario was, but I think I just heard it.
No, I don't mean that seriously, but I'm just saying, I'd rather have a fighting chance.
But
fighting chance against what?
But if you realize, though, if the government wants to kill you, I mean, they'll just do it like a drone attack.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even see it coming.
I'm sure they would. But it's still... I'd rather
still what? Okay,
but it's not even for that. I mean, the whole purpose was really, for general home protection, which is fine. I'm not even
okay. One handgun for general home protection. What's the second one for?
Well, it's also. I mean, you can't go trap shooting or skeet shooting with a handgun. You know what I mean?
Why do you want it? You said you want to own 2 handguns.
Well, yeah, I like to have because I have a SIG P226 right now, and I'd like to have a revolver. Like that.
You got federal agents coming through the front and the back.
Oh, I see. Do you have a holster? Do you walk around like a cowboy?
You got to have one for each hand. That's all.
No, but and also, okay, you have the one for the home protection. What is the second handgun for?
Well,
he's a collector. He likes it.
Yeah, I mean, it's I just want to have 2. I don't want to have a whole rack on my wall with all kinds of guns and stuff.
I want to have 2 refrigerators, and I will tell you why. So I can store more food. Why do you want 2 handguns? Is it going to help you protect your home better?
Well, not everything is just for one single purpose. I mean,
that's what I'm asking you. You said you're not going to
different shooting experience,
Mike. You're not taking the handgun experience. If you have the handgun for home protection, I don't think you're looking for the experience. I think you're looking to either scare someone away or successfully shoot them if your life is in danger.
And what happened to shooting out on the range?
Do you take a separate handgun out to the range?
Oh, you could take them both to the range and shoot one and then shoot the other.
All right.
Is that really fun?
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I went shooting 2 weeks ago. It was awesome.
What if you're in the middle of meditating and someone breaks into your house? Will you break your meditation to go shoot them?
Absolutely not. You never break your meditation.
Never. That's right, my friend. Hey, real quick before you get off the air, Russell Brand mentioned something about advanced technique. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it.
I want that. Whatever that
save it for the TM show. Thank you.
I will talk later, Gun Nut. Thanks for calling in.
We do have one final page 69.
Yeah, we have to do this one. And JD, if you're listening, it's all about you.
So one of the other things that was going on in the spring cleaning is Richard was throwing out a lot of his porn. And some of the movies that he had was pregnancy porn.
Okay.
And I guess, for some reason, JD is infatuated.
Oh my God, you can hear him.
Do you hear
Oh,
that?
my God, the whole floor was shaking. No, finish your story, Will.
JD is infatuated.
Can I have like every hot chick that's not just turn off the radio, please?
They turned it off hours ago.
He loves pregnancy porn.
No, I don't love it. All right.
What you said, and Richard confirmed that you were asking about his pregnancy porn and don't throw it away, and I'd like some.
No.
Dude, listen to this. This is the shit that JD's into.
Everyone.
Out.
What is this?
We got a clip of you watching porn.
Yeah, she was just kicking. It's so weird, huh?
What is this?
With the belly. My belly button's about to pop out.
All right. Turn this off.
JD can't even stand up. He's got a pen.
Shut up. First of all,
Really?
yeah. I'll just leave.
No. Where you going? Easy.
Easy, Evan.
Don't you want to hear how many more guns Mike Schiff has for person?
Oh, it's scaring me.
What gets you hotter, this or cupcakes?
Punching you in the face.
Ouch.
So hot.
Cupcakes with a side of breast milk.
Do you jerk off the placentas? Is that your thing?
Okay.
Oh, it's coming out.
Turn these off.
That's the money shot.
That's the money shot, the crowning.
The crown.
All right. Okay. All right.
And by the way, this,
nothing like a slimy vagina.
So what is it? And listen, we all have our weird sexual fetishes. So what is it?
Hold on. Let me. Oh my God. This is the worst. This is one of the worst days of my entire life officially now. Okay. It is. I'm into. Don't tell him what to do, Will.
What's that? No, I'm listening to your explanation.
Get your hand off.
You get away from Al. Move the microphone further away. Al's got a job to do.
But yeah, it's not the fuck with me.
Hey, listen, pretend Al's a salad. Leave him alone.
Okay.
Here, look at me. I look like I'm pregnant.
First of all.
Oh, yeah. How's how
it is.
Good one, Will.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a regular thing, all right? I've done it in the past because of girls with the huge boobs. Their boobs get bigger.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
And whatever.
What's like the perfect dilation?
By the way, can I tell?
7 centimeters? That is hot.
I did not take this porno that Richard had.
So as Will and I were looking for pregnant porn to pull, we saw that there's a bunch of categories. There's lactation. There's semi-pregnant. The second
Hey, Will,
term,
what happened
9
to
months.
you? What happened to you saying you were into it too?
Yeah, then I had sex with one.
No, well, that's your own problem, I guess. I don't know.
Listen, I don't think it's that crazy of an out there fetish, honestly. I mean, I said on the air many times that the hottest I've ever saw Doug Goodstein's
Tie that umbilical cord, baby.
Was when she was like 6 months pregnant. And there was something really hot about it.
I saw her pregnant out in Jamaica. I actually didn't do anything for me, but whatever.
Who? Marlo?
Marlo, yeah.
Really? Did something for me, man.
I guess her boobs weren't big enough. I don't know.
What's like the fantasy that you tickle the baby a little bit once you get up in his guts?
No. Okay, that's
it's a fantasy that you.
That's not it at all.
I can't believe this chick didn't want to marry you.
Is it your fantasy that you're like taking someone else's woman that she's been seated by another man and now you're taking her?
No, it's really mainly focusing on the boobs. Like the boobs they're at their most biggest that they will ever be.
Is this because your mom kind of half abandoned you and you're looking for
No, Jason, that has nothing to do.
JD's a belly guy, as you can tell. What's with the desk there, bro? Oh, yeah.
Bring that crib in the room.
I can't believe I'm up at 2 in the morning.
Change my diaper.
So hot.
So hot.
It was Jason's dad again. That was thrilling. Go ahead. Anything else? Can I leave now?
Yeah, so we saw that there's many levels of pregnant porn. So I assume by the big breast
This is not, it's not, guys, you're making it like
Are you
it's
more
my
of a
only
C-section
thing.
or natural birth?
This is not my only thing.
No, we're not saying it's
And
your
by the
only
way,
thing.
it's been, I've moved on. I'm into other, listen.
What are you into now?
You go through phases of different sort of things or whatever. Right now.
Right now you're into?
God. I've been watching a lot of handjob porn lately.
Handjob porn.
There's one scene in particular.
Yeah, send me a link.
No.
Send me a link.
Well, Tube Galore, there's a handjob category.
I'm well aware of what's on Tube Galore, but send me the video that you're talking about.
Oh, there's a couple. There's one with the stewardess. and she's doing.
Are they pretending that like other people on the plane can't see them?
Something like that. Yeah,
hot,
it's a Japanese one. You can't.
They don't blur it out.
They blur it out, but you don't. It's.
How could you jerk off to
She's
that?
hot. The chick is hot.
You ever see that Japan where they blur out the vagina and the cock so you can't see anything? Yeah, I don't even know how you...
I don't like it either, but the chick's hot enough.
I saw the hottest video a few months ago.
You're jerking off the blurred porn? I mean, that's what it's come to? Holy shit.
Listen.
You're a step away from the gay porn. You
no,
really are.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Cuckolding porn?
No,
are you into that when they force the guy to give a blowjob?
No. I take enough shit in my real life. I don't need it in my porn either.
I saw a hot porn, I saw a hot porn, and I wish there were more like this. I'm going to say it on the air here, and it was on Tube Galore, and it was like the hot, and it reminded me because it was almost like just a straight hand job scene. But this chick was gorgeous and looked like a real, didn't look like a glamorous porn star. She's on the phone with her friend, and her husband's horny, and he can't wait. So she starts like jerking him off and sucking him and giving it a tit job while she's on the phone.
I think that's Naughty. That's from Naughty Alley. She's a blonde.
Yeah.
You two creeps.
She's hot. She's hot. The chick is hot.
JD, what's the hottest trimester?
I'm not high-fiving you.
JD, what's the hottest trimester? You're a third man, aren't you? I can tell.
Now we know why
just
JD
by
gets
looking at you.
Oh my God! Wait, did you work on these lines before? No. Okay, enough of the fucking clip, Al. Get off
your hands off Al.
Careful, he's getting a boner.
Anyway, there should be more chicks having sex while they're on the phone with people. Porn. If anyone out there in the porn industry is listening, I'm a fan. JD's a fan. JD's soon-to-be-born kid is a fan.
I love when their water breaks. Oh.
Another lovely Valentine's Day spent by
Did you ever see Will's wife when she was at the height of her pregnancy?
I did not,
because she already has, she's already built up top.
I know where she's been, and it's
what the hell does that mean?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
What are you implying, my friend?
She's she deals with the devil. I don't need to deal with that.
All right, stick to the pregnant chicks, you creep.
Stick to your fat jokes.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. You stick to them. Yeah, you stick to every fucking
JD,
joke.
with any luck, 9 months from now, you'll Google that girl and you'll see her all pregnant and with the big belly, the girl that jilted you and went and got married.
That would actually hurt me more than anything.
Give us a call, 888-STERN-101. Sorry, 888-STERN-101, 888-783-7610. When we come back, we will land this plane. We will name our douche of the week.
Can I name my douche of the week?
Yeah, but didn't you? I gave you the opportunity before.
Oh,
and you turned
it
us
again.
down. Why don't you stay here for the last segment? You can do it.
JD, we're about to find out the sex of the next one if you want to come in your pants.
I want to be like Artie so bad. I want to throw something so hard at you.
Are so hot.
Oh, yeah.
I can see your cervix.
Go to break already.
I want to cut the cord. We'll be back on Howard 101.
Working hard while Scott DePace golfs. This is Back Office Radio with Will and Jason on Howard 101.
Back Office Radio here on Valentine's Day. I'm just trying to make a reservation now for where Will and I will be dining tonight. Will, you want to do the wine bar, the Italian place, or the Belgian place?
I don't care. You're the food guy.
Ooh, well, the food guy in me wants to go to the Belgian
JD, you want to
place.
come and be a third wheel?
No.
Why?
No, thank you.
Why?
It's a big deal.
I got stuff to do here.
The pregnancy porn bit.
Just say sorry we're not pregnant.
Yeah. I'm telling you, look, hold on, I can do it.
You know, the only reason I'm in here is because there's a cute girl intern out there, and I am like every time like a shitty story, like a pervy story about me comes out, there has to be a girl intern out there.
Yeah,
and it's just so embarrassing. Just walk out there and then like they have to like look at me and.
Don't worry, she was way creeped out by you before this.
It's still.
I always like when I see a hot girl, I'm always like trying to picture what they look like naked, and sometimes I wonder if JD pictures what they look like pregnant. Is that
no enough? Enough. It's not a main fetish.
Well, JD seems pissed off, and JD did want to get into a douche of the week nominee. So JD, while you're here, why don't you give us a nominee?
Richard Christie for fucking opening his big fucking mouth.
What's a big deal?
Yeah,
he's an asshole.
Are you really mad at him?
Yes.
He's mad at you for throwing away the Super Twink poster.
Yeah. Fuck him. I had that thing in my office for years, staring at me in that goddamn ugly-ass costume, looking like an asshole.
Come to dinner with us tonight, man. Come on. We haven't hung out in the wild like this.
Are you one of those guys that goes outside of, like, abortion clinics and protests? Because, that's your thing? Oh.
That went over as well as the Atlantic City.
Why would he protest? He's there to check out the chicks going in.
No, but then they come out, you know.
Well, there's always a steady stream
Save
going
the
in.
stuff for the street fair, guys. Come on.
Don't worry about it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You're ruining our confidence, you jerk.
So JD names Richard Christie his
douche of the week.
All right, so to recap, Teddy named himself. Will named Jason for having a big mouth around the waitress. I named the gun nuts and people who invited Ted Nugent to the State of the Union address. JD named Richard Christie. I'm automatically going to take Richard Christie off the table because he gave us plenty of material for our show today. So Back Office Radio can't name him douche of the week. So
I think that intern was just about to date you too. That's the sad part of the whole thing.
Okay.
You know, let's call. I will gladly take it if I really am the douche of the week. But Teddy missing his second week in a row, ruining this trip by getting food poisoning and
staying in a 5-star hotel.
Staying in a 5-star hotel and barely sitting up to do an interview with us. I think we should give it to him. What do you think?
Oh, you've also got Al, by the way, for drinking White Zinfandel.
Oh my God, that's right. You're getting hammered on Twitter, Al.
I accept.
White Zinfandel. Remember when JD started drinking? What was that gay drink you used to
Malibu
drink?
Bay Breeze.
That was one night. One night I had Malibu Bay Breeze because I said,
that's
give
even
me some...
safe for pregnant chicks.
Hold on, shut up. I said I wanted something that tasted good because I knew beer tastes like shit. The next time I started with the Jack and Coke.
That's true.
Sweet.
Fuck off.
I still think it's Teddy. What do you think?
Teddy,
Al?
Yeah, Ted.
You came in close second, Al, but we are naming Teddy our
douche of the week.
Even though JD just said he hated this show, I refuse to.
I know.
believe
What's
you hate
that all
this show.
about, man? Jeez.
You love this show. It's the best show on 101. I believe it. I believe it.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, Scott the Pace update. We've been doing this update every week. I think we're in the week 4 or 5 of Scott the Pace not talking to Will. Week 4, and so Will just give us a quick Scott the Pace update.
That's the update. He's still not talking to me.
He is still not talking to you.
No, we're not talking.
He's becoming an asshole on Twitter, by the way.
He's like a big Twitter bully
He's a
now.
fucking Twitter asshole.
Well, he's got a lot of free time because he's not here at work that often. And, the
show's off.
Yeah, and he claimed, it's so funny because he was on Twitter today claiming that he doesn't listen to the show, but he hears everything that we do because when he was talking to you, you get texts all the time with like specific quotes and everything.
He's like,
show fucking blows.
He's like one of these douchey fans. He's like always like insulting Ronnie or everyone on the show, and it's like, fuck off.
The other funny thing about him is he always wears a hat in any of his like profile pictures. Like, we know you're bald, dummy. Yeah. You're not fooling anyone.
Did you hear the big news?
Maybe week 5 now.
Did you hear the big news about Scott the Bowler?
I did. I started following him. I just looked. I think he's got over. He might have like 500 followers now.
Wow. I think he started with 14 when we turned on the show. I was the 14th. Well, we joke around a lot, but a retweet by you does wonders. Does absolutely
major Twitter power.
I might give him a follow Friday.
Ooh.
Oh my God. You fucking douche.
By the way, as long as we're being,
you're just jealous you haven't gotten one.
As long as we're being douchey about it, I am 67 followers away from hitting an even 50,000, which means I won't have to lie to people when I tell them I have 50,000 followers anymore. Anybody from the staff, you have a minute to come down and air any grievances that you had about something we said about you, or call in the hotline.
I'm the only one here, guys.
Do you have a grievance?
Is that true?
I mean, Tracy's here, but I don't think anyone. I mean, we're the only ones here.
Okay.
Amniotic.
And yes, I aired my grievances out.
You know our weekend
I hate
plans?
the world.
I'm getting. All
right, Al.
Our weekend plans are I'm getting knife cutting classes. Will's going to a Syracuse game. JD's whacking it to some pregnant chick. So we know everything about
yes,
that.
you are.
No.
Stop it.
I'm not coming down on you for that, by the way. I don't think that's that far out there of a fetish. It's just funny that you're.
It might be a hand job. It might be a big ass. Listen, it all have, you know.
Jim McClure texted me. You think that might be a little gay, the hand job thing, because there's so much focus on the cock.
By the way, don't you always feel bad for the babies in those pregnant porn movies?
Can I make a thing with the hand job?
They're taking like a 12-inch cock, and you're like,
because you can imagine.
Welcome to the world.
Shut up. You can imagine the girl doing it to what you're.
You what? No, explain that. I want to hear that explanation.
No.
I'm sure it's going to make a lot of sense to the intern. She's definitely going to meet you after that. What is it?
You can imagine the girl touching you rather than you touching yourself.
And there you go. JD explains
you
porn.
instead of a baby?
No, I think you're talking about the hand job porn.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the pregnancy stuff.
Yeah, get your mind out of it.
Thank you for spending your Valentine's Day afternoon here with us on Back Office Radio on Howard 101. We will be back next week, and give us a call, 347-781-4335, to leave us a voicemail. Happy birthday, Will. Happy birthday, Al. Happy everything, JD.
JD
Thank you.
on Twitter.
Peace out.